Sticker shock is real this back-to-school season. Families across the US are feeling the pinch, and the numbers aren't pretty. But here's where it gets controversial. Some parents say prices haven't just crept up, they've leapt, and options on store shelves seem thinner than before. In Syracuse and beyond, the annual scramble for notebooks, calculators, backpacks, and tech is costing a lot more than last year. Many households are now budgeting in the thousands just to get kids classroom ready. As supply chain expert Patrick Penfield of Syracuse University explains, spending can vary widely, but it adds up fast. For a two-student household, he estimates costs can hit roughly $2,400, depending on each child's grade level, teacher requirements, and whether items like laptops or graphing calculators are on the list. Parents on the ground are seeing it firsthand. Shopper Patrick Truglia says prices aren't just inching up, they've jumped. In his view, the increases have blown past the point of being merely noticeable, with some items feeling closer to 30% higher. And this is the part most people miss. It's not only that prices are higher, there's also less variety to choose from, which makes hunting for deals tougher and forces families into pricier options. Penfield points to a trend that stirs debate every time it comes up. Shrinkflation. That's when you pay more for a product that's subtly smaller or has fewer units than before, like fewer pencils in a pack or less paper per notebook, without a matching price drop. It's a commercial practice that leaves shoppers feeling like they're getting less for more, and it can really throw off a school year budget if you're not checking labels closely. So what can families do right now? Penfield's advice is simple but urgent. Start early and shop strategically. The sooner you begin, the more likely you are to catch real discounts before shelves are picked over. Compare prices across retailers. Keep an eye on weekly ads, and don't be afraid to mix online orders with in-store pickups to snag the best combo of price and availability. He also recommends digging through last year's supplies before buying new. Many items, binders, calculators, scissors, lunchboxes, can be reused or refreshed with minor repairs. Another practical strategy gaining traction is buying in bulk. Some families are leaning into warehouse clubs for both school supplies and groceries to stretch every dollar. College student Dee Cardi says stocking up at places like BJ's helps cover food prep and everyday essentials in one go, which can reduce per unit costs and cut the number of trips to the store. Truglia adds that his family has become more deliberate overall, planning purchases, setting stricter budgets, and resisting impulse buys. If you're new to this level of planning, here are a few beginner-friendly ideas that can make a real difference. Build a prioritized checklist. Separate must-haves, like required notebooks, folders, or specific calculators, from nice-to-haves, extra markers, duplicate outfits, trendy accessories. Time your buys. Snag loss leaders early, paper, pencils, basic folders, and wait for secondary sales on backpacks and shoes. Whether it's glue sticks or printer paper, cost per item or per ounce tells the real story, especially with shrinkflation in play. Team up. Coordinate with other parents to split bulk packs and share the savings. Reuse and repair. Last year's binder with a new cover sheet can look brand new. A backpack with a replaced zipper can last another year. Here's the bottom line. With prices up roughly 30% in some cases and fewer choices on shelves, the winning playbook is to plan early, buy smart, and reuse what you can. Bulk buying and careful budgeting aren't just helpful. They're fast becoming essential for keeping back-to-school costs under control. Now for the debate. Do you think brands are relying too heavily on shrinkflation to pad profits? Or are these price hikes simply the fallout from broader economic pressures? Have you noticed less variety where you shop? And did it change what you ended up buying? Share your take, agree or disagree in the comments.